All right, hey everybody, Mark Burgess here, B.A.S.S Bass Fishing. Appreciate you taking the time out to watch another video. Probably let you know right now, upcoming videos are going to be on my signing with Lose. I'm going to try to go through that product just to kind of let you know what they have to offer, what equipment I've chosen to go forward with this season. I already have some of it. I have a lot more on the way, but I'll talk about pretty much how I'm going to choose what I'm going to fish with, different models, reel speeds, matching those up, things like that. Hopefully help you put together some good combinations, technique specific, general purpose rods, stuff like that. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about whether or not you would like to try to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. If you do, I mean, let me know in the comments. If you do, why? Is it a lifelong goal, dream? Would be a trip, that's for sure. It'd be awesome. If you've ever been to a Classic as a spectator, the Classic show, but in the arena watching the weigh-ins, there's nothing like it. Literally nothing like it. And really, that's what Bass has going for them right now. You know, we have all the history with Ray Scott, and pretty much they invented the sport. You know, but you know, the Elite Series, the different ways you can qualify for the Classic, you know, through the Opens, now Opens, EQs, Elite Series qualifiers. You know, the Nation Series, we still get 3 berths right now to into the Classic, that process. And if you don't, like, why wouldn't you want to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic? You know, is it just too difficult? Is it finances? Is it geographical location? You know, whatever it may be. It's just, is it all the other trails that are available? I mean, you could fish around the house. Fishing around the house, that expression, if you live in other parts of the country, I personally know guys who fish around the house that make a living doing that. In the Northeast, that's a little more difficult, just because of the size of the bodies of water, the amount of bodies of water we have, you know, purse money. You know, down south, Midwest, Southwest, you're fishing for a boat in a lot of tournaments. So even entry-level boat, you know, $30,000, $40,000, you know, upper-level boat, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000. You know, geographically, also locations, like if you lived in East Tennessee and North Alabama, you're less than half a day's ride from some of the best fishing in the country. But why, I'd like to talk about why you either want to try to compete to get to the Bassmasters Classic, or you have no interest in trying to get into the Bassmasters Classic, trying to qualify for the Bassmasters Classic, okay? You know, I'm good friends with several guys that have qualified for the Classic through the Nation several times, as a matter of fact. Is it difficult? Yes. Challenging? Yes. Affordable? Probably the most affordable way to go about it. But it's there. Every year from the Nation Championship, there's 3 angles that qualify. You know, so things are changing with Bass. You're going back to the team format. You got to be able to send a couple of people, boater and non-boater, directly from your state, either a qualifying tournament like a Pro-Am format or a state championship, and you're going to be able to send the top finishing boater and non-boater from the state team, 10 boaters, 10 non-boaters, from the regionals, go directly to the nationals, and also the top 10 in that tournament. This is for 2026 for 27. Compete in 26 for 27. Okay, and I mean, I get it. You know, there's a lot of other things to fish, okay? Team tournaments are super popular. The individual tournaments, very popular. I personally think, you know, that I love fishing team tournaments when they're for a benefit tournament or a charity tournament, you know, because it's going for a good cause. Typically, a lot of boats show up, you know, and the purse money's decent, you know. Fish with your buddy, your friend, family, whatever the case may be. Have a good time, and maybe make some money and donate to a charity, right? So I get that. You know, so and there's, depending on your schedule and your finances, there's a tournament every day of the week during the season. Weekends, of course, are just jammed up, especially up here. You know, in Massachusetts, there's not a lot of water, so obtaining permits is a challenge. Just getting a tournament on particular body of water, certain time of year. You know, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, a little bit better off. New York, a lot better off. Rhode Island's worse than us in that regard. So yeah, finances, you know, health reasons, equipment, boat, tow vehicle. There's a lot of things that go into it, you know, and there's a lot of talk right now about, you know, about that. About the sport and the upper level of the sport, you know, the Elite Series and the NPFL and MLF. So, I mean, I get it. But I just want to know, I'm just kind of curious as to what the general consensus is regarding that. Myself personally, as most of you know, I want to try to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. Right now, the avenue that I can participate on is the nation. Once you've been to a few regionals, I've been to a lot of regionals, finished second 3 times, and was not able to go to the nationals, and finally qualified. Won a regional up on Champlain, as some of you know, which is just phenomenal. To do it, and to do it on that body of water, and also against the guys that I competed against, makes it that much special. You know, but going to a national level competition to compete for the Classic, yeah, it was super exciting, and can't wait to get back to it. But that's just me. I have the utmost respect for people who really, you know, they want to stay in their lane, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that at all. Stay in their lane and do what they can do, and what the particular reasons are for that, you know. Who that's watching this video wants to go even further than that? You know, you can fish the Bassmaster Opens, you can fish several of the MLF, you know, the Pro Series, the Toyota Series, the B.A.S.S. You know, so there's a lot of options to go to that next level, okay? And who wants to go to the next level? That's really what I want to know. Who wants to go to the next level? Why do you want to go to the next level? Who doesn't want to go to the next level? Why don't you want to go to the next level? You know, just, and I understand there's a lot of reasons for that, but I just think it's worth talking about. And even if, you know, you want to get your point across, and you know, and see if it relates, what your personal reasons are the same, and I'm sure they are. A lot of commonality with every option that's out there amongst all of us. So that's what I want to talk about. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on it. All right, appreciate it as always, and we'll see you on the next video.